So that's pretty much my story. I could probably go on for hours and hours and put you all to sleep. But I will end up with a couple of questions I had posed to Joe Trento and Wade Madsen, another journalist in Washington. And I said to them, I'm coming up here to King of Prussia. I'm going to talk about the Visas for Terrorists program. What should I tell the people I haven't told them before? And Joe says, get the CIA the hell out of the visa business. Yeah. Because according to a former station chief and a guy who had spent a full career with the State Department and ended up in the Inspector General's office, the CIA roughly, and the NSA and other intelligence services, take about a third of the positions at the Department of State. Based on my experience in Jeddah and from what I've heard in other places, it may be as much as half. I don't know, but it's somewhere between a third and somewhere in a half. And Wade Madsen said, what you ought to do is bring them up to date on the Department of Homeland Security, or as I call it, the Department of Homerland, as in Homer Simpson, insecurity. Wayne says that he's beginning to hear things about Homeland Security wants to take over the visa business from the State Department because State is so inept at the thing. And he says that Homeland Security is riddled by Israeli moles. So we'll see what happens. I've got Muslim clients who have in God's own time getting immigration benefits from Homeland Security, and nobody seems to know why. I had two people, one an Arab, one a Pakistani, both who've lived about 15 years in the United States. One worked for a high security company. Another one works as a contractor for the United States of America. And the government has delayed and delayed and delayed making them citizens. One case, I sued on behalf of the woman. Federal judge, Ellen Huvel, said this doesn't need to be in federal court. And I said, that's correct. This woman needs to be an American citizen. Why are we delaying the name check? And I got no information. And finally, the government made her a citizen. A couple years after her husband was made an American citizen. And the case of another guy, his wife is now a citizen. He spent 15 years in the United States, and nobody seems to know why he can't become a citizen. The government's delayed and delayed and delayed the thing again. So I don't see this as being a good deal. The mistake department, as I call it, is not a perfect agency. But on the other hand, I sure God wouldn't want to give them to U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services and the rest of Homeland Security either. So I will take questions this afternoon. I understand there's a good-sized panel discussion and where all the speakers will be available. I welcome your questions. Think of good things to ask, and I'm not going to run over time because John is ready to pick me up and throw me off the stage. Thank you.